I went hunting for some comics out in the wild, and I came home with some pretty incredible books at some amazing prices. Let's check it out. So we're here at the flea market, and this is a little bit different than most flea markets. There are some outdoor vendors, but there's a lot of these small buildings spread throughout the property. So it's a bunch of little stores throughout this market. And this first one here has some really cool stuff. They have comics and they have toys, and there is some pretty awesome stuff to be seen. This next little shop is all comic books. They have some really incredible books up on the wall, a lot of CGC graded comics, and then they do have multiple bins of raw books as well. This next little shop had a bunch of vintage toys, which was so much fun to look at. A lot of nostalgia here. Here's a bunch of old G.I. Joe figures, and then off to the right there's some Masters of the Universe as well. And then a bunch of vintage carded figures here like the Tick and Batman. Some really cool stuff. This thing is terrifying. I just love these old cassette tapes. They had this display of vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys, which was so awesome. This place is crazy. It is floor to ceiling with nostalgia. It's a little overwhelming, but it was also a lot of fun. This next shop is a total disaster. It is a mess inside, and it's really hard to get around and find anything, but they do have some really cool stuff out on display.
Turtles. He's cool. $40.
Here we have some pretty cool books. We have a ASM 129 in a CGC 3.5, as well as the Secret Wars 8. And then I found this vintage Transformer still on card, which I thought was really cool. There's a lot of great stuff here, but it's just a total mess. But it's a lot of fun. As you see, this place has a little bit of everything. They have antiques, furniture. I mean, there's just stuff everywhere. It's a little cluttered, a little crazy, but as you saw, they have a lot of vintage toys, they have comics, and I found some pretty cool stuff here before at some pretty incredible deals.
This mask. And a toxic poster book. Super cool. These are awesome. We got some Gremlins and some Ghoulies. We even got Alf and Ratfink and Hulk, Frankie, Castle Grayskull, Bert, some Care Bears, and some cool vintage video games in there. In there, but some cool stuff. Some Game Boy. Oh, those are cool.
All right, so let's get into today's comic book haul. There are some pretty cool books here. I only ended up picking up 6 books total, but I feel like they're all pretty interesting, and I'm excited to add these to my collection, and I feel like I got some pretty incredible deals. Starting off, we have Supernatural Thrillers featuring The Living Mummy, issue number 8. I'm a huge fan of Bronze Age horror, and when I find this in the bins for like $5 or less, I always feel like I have to pick them up. I did not yet have this issue in my collection. It's got a really cool cover. Unfortunately, I didn't even see it until I got home. It's got a big tear out of the cover. It was priced, I think, at $3 or $4, and I'm still happy that I have it, but I didn't even see that tear. It kind of blended in with the picture, so kind of disappointed there, but not a huge deal. Still excited to add this to the collection. Next up, we have a really cool book here. This is Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., issue number 7. Some classic Silver Age Nick Fury books. It's in lower grade. It has a little marker or grease pencil up at the top by the Comics Code Authority. But this classic cover, it's a Salvador Dali-inspired cover, which I'm a huge Dali fan. I think this is such an awesome cover. I wish it was a little bit better grade. It's got a lot of color breaks down here, some creases, some wear. It's got issues. But I ended up getting this for, I think, $5 as well. And for this book, I was really excited just to add it to my collection. Of course, low grade is better than no grade. I'm more than happy to pick up affordable copies. But a classic Steranko cover on a nice Silver Age book here. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., issue number 7, with a Salvador Dali-inspired cover. Love the artwork. Really excited about that one. I also picked up this great book right here, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, issue number 1. It's a newsstand. It's in fairly nice shape. It's got a little bit of wear here by the spine, a couple little color breaks up top, but overall, not a horrible looking copy. Ended up getting this for $10, and I think that was a great deal. This is such a cool book, and I'm excited to add another copy because I already have this in my collection, but still, for $10, I had to pick it up. It's, you know, it's a mid-grade copy, but it's such a cool book, and I feel like this book just keeps getting more pricier and pricier over the years because everybody loves Godzilla. So not too bad there. And this one kind of fits the same similar theme. We have Devil Dinosaur Dinosaur issue number 1, some more Bronze Age Marvel goodness with some, monster, creature, dinosaurs. I mean, I just love that kind of stuff. Of course, it's featuring Moon Boy as well, the first human. Super cool book here. Also a newsstand, and this one is in really nice shape. It's got a couple little spine ticks right here, but overall, not too bad at all. Got this for $10 as well. That was a really great price for at least for the condition of this book. So I'm really excited to pick this one up. I also have this in my collection, so this will be a duplicate. I guess this might go for sale, or maybe I'll hold on to it. I'm not sure. It might be an upgrade to the one I have, but it's such a cool book, and for $10, I had to pick it up. This next book here is awesome. This is Predator issue number 1. Some classic Predator, first appearance of Predator in comic books from Dark Horse Comics. This is a super high grade book. No spine ticks. I mean, it's gorgeous. This thing is mint. And I got this for $12. But it is a second printing. It's not the first printing. But still, for $12 for a second printing, I think is an incredible deal. And it is a near mint copy. I'm more than happy to add this to my collection. I do have a first print already, but this is a second print, which is definitely a little bit less valuable than the first print, but still a great book. And I'm a huge fan of Predator and Alien and all these cool stuff like this. And, I had to grab it for $12. And this thing is crispy, perfect condition. Really, really excited about this one. Such a great deal. And last but not least, I ended up getting this right here. This is The Killing Joke, the first printing, as you can tell, with the green lettering here. And I do not, or have not yet had this in my collection. So this is a first time for me. I'm really excited. It is a square-bound book, and this thing is in pretty nice shape. It has a little bit of blunting on the corner here and on the corner here. Really, all four corners have like a little bit of something going on. But the book itself, I don't think has ever been read. There's no creasing on the square bound. It's a really, really nice looking book, besides like the little bit of blemish by the corners. But I am really excited to add this to my collection because I've never owned it. I've always seen it up on the wall at comic shops and comic shows, and I've seen it for sale so many times, and it's usually like $50 or more. I saw this, and it was priced at $25. I just had to grab it. I mean, $25 I think is an insane deal. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think about the books I picked up? What do you think about the prices I paid? Would you have picked those up as well? I'm really excited. I mean, Killing Joke, first printing. We also have the first appearance of Predator, second printing, Devil Dinosaur, issue number 1, and Godzilla number 1. And then we got some other books like this really cool Dali cover from Nick Fury and a little Bronze Age mummy. So some pretty incredible books here. I think I got some awesome deals. I love going to the flea markets and different local toy shops and comic book shops and just hunting for vintage toys, collectibles, comics, all different kinds of stuff, which I love to collect, and finding those diamonds in the rough, those deals. They are out there to be had. So keep searching, keep hunting. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.